welcome back to Brain Dump. My name is Nicole, your host. I am your host. I'm running out of fun little things to say at the beginning of these, but just know I'm your host, and this is Brain Dump, the podcast where I talk about whatever the absolute heck I want, and you guys can't say shit about it because it's my podcast. Yeah. Okay, so if you remember last week's episode, we did a little time traveling back to high school Nicole days. How about this episode, we go ahead and time travel to when most people probably found out about this website, but for me, I found out in high school, but it's more of like a middle school thing, I guess. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Middle school, high school, regardless, you probably heard of a rice purity test. And if you've never heard of a rice purity test, consider yourself maybe lucky. I don't know. I don't really care. But to sum it up, it's like a 100-question test that you take, and it has these like really NSFW questions. Basically asking like about your sex life, your drug usage, XYZ. So I have been taking this rice purity test like multiple times in like the last 5 years. I think I found out about it when I was like in senior year or maybe even like freshman year of college. Not gonna lie. It's only really fun to take it if you have had quite a bit of life in you. You know what I mean? So today we're going to be taking it. If you want to take yours at the same time as I'm taking mine, that'd be really sweet. But I'm going to take it and you're going to find out exactly who I am. Also, another thing about the results, the lower your score is, the more like fucked up stuff you've done, or like the more of like a truly twisted individual you are. The higher you are like grade wise, you're like a saint, like an angel, like you've done nothing in your life, which is okay if you haven't. No one's saying that's a bad thing. No one's saying it's a good thing. There's just opposite ends of this spectrum here in this rice purity test. So that's what we're going to test today. I also just wanted to mention, hi, hello, how are you? You know, like I just wanted to say that because I was going to jump right into it and not even like ask you how your day was. So here's me asking you, how was your day? Let's flip the script. I always talk about my day. How was your day? I'm waiting. And then you did what? I don't think we should ask for that kind of information. I don't think I should ask you guys this anymore. You guys are always really weird about it, and you always say the weirdest shit. Like, I think freaks might be listening to this podcast. And I say this as a freak. You be the freaks, I'll be the geeks. Type shit. I'm sorry. I was very cringy. Ugh. It made me feel gross to say it too, so okay. I'm gonna Google it and we're gonna get right into it. In case you, like I'd mentioned earlier, if you want to join in and do the test with me as I go, you're gonna go on ricepuritytest.com, mama, okay? Google that real quick on your little iPhone, on your little computer. Take it with me. Let's go. I will read to you exactly what it says first thing when you open this thing up. The purity test has historically served as a segue from O Week to true college life at Rice. It's a voluntary opportunity for O Week groups to bond and for students to track the maturation of their experiences throughout college. So I don't know, like, I guess whatever the fuck that means. Sure. Caution, this is not a bucket list. Completion of all items on this test will likely result in death. Probably not true, but whatever. And click on every item you have done. MPS stands for member of the preferred sex, because they don't just think straighties are taking this test. No. It's everybody. Everybody's gonna take the test, no matter what your sexual orientation is. Let's go. First thing, held hands romantically. Yes. Been on a date. Yes. Been in a relationship. Yes. Danced without leaving room for Jesus. Yes. Kissed a non-family member. Yes. Kissed a non-family member on the lips. Yes. French kissed. Yes. French kissed in public. I don't know. I don't think so. That would be going a bit too far for my liking, mainly because I'm not a big fan of PTSD. Whoa. Of PDA. I mixed up my acronyms there. I don't know what wires crossed in my brain. So I'm gonna leave that one blank. I don't think I have French kissed in public because I'm not truly a freak like that. Kissed on the neck. Well, yes. Kissed horizontally. Well, yes. Given or received a hickey. Yes. Kissed or been kissed on the breast. Yes. Kissed someone below the belt. Yes. Kissed for more than 2 hours consecutively. Ugh. I don't know about 2 hours consecutively, mama. That's a long ass time. Like, consecutively? No, I don't think so. That feels like come up for air type shit. Like, what, 2 hours? No. Played a game involving stripping? No. Seen or be seen by another person in a sexual context? Can't read. Yes. Masturbated? Well, yes, I have. Masturbated to a picture or video? Well, yes, I have. Masturbated while someone else was in the room. Like, sure, I guess. Are we really counting people? Like, do animals count? That makes it seem like I'm truly a freak. Like, why would you admit that on camera, on a microphone, on the internet? Like, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Been caught masturbating. Almost. But I haven't been caught. Masturbated with an inanimate object. No. Seen or read pornographic material. Yeah, mama. Middle school fanfic days. Who's with me? Wattpad readers, rise up. Massaged or been massaged sensually, yes. Gone through the motions of intercourse while fully dressed. So dry humping? Yeah, sure, yes. What the hell? Undressed or been undressed by a member of the preferred sex? Yes. Showered with a member of the preferred sex? Yes. Fondled or had your butt cheeks fondled? Yes. Fondled or had your breasts fondled? Yes. Fondled or had your genitals fondled? I don't believe so. No, can't seem to recall a time where I did that or where that happened to me. Had or given quote unquote blue balls? Yes. And ladies or gentlemen, I would assume if you're a gentleman you'd know. Or other. Blue balls ain't even fucking real. I learned that the hard way. That makes it sound crazy, but like truly I was led to believe, everyone's led to believe that allegedly blue balls is a real thing, but it really isn't. It's just made up. It's just a way to guilt trip you. And that's fucking evil. Don't ever do that shit. Unless you're evil. Anyway, had an orgasm due to someone else's manipulation. think so. Sent a sexually explicit text or instant message. Well, yes, but of course, the next one's perfect. Perfect segue. Sent or received sexually explicit photographs. Like, no. Okay. Well, sent sexually explicit? Sure. But no one was naked in these photos. Let's leave it at that. I was not naked. I would never take any naked photos of myself. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I don't like the way I look naked. I rarely even look at myself when I'm like getting undressed to go into the shower. So why would I ever want to take a picture and send that to somebody? It's just not my vibe. It's not my vibe. It's just not my vibe. Engaged in sexually explicit activity over video chat? No. Cheated on a significant other during a relationship? Mm-mm. Purchased contraceptives? Technically, yes, because one time my insurance didn't cover my birth control. So I had to buy it. I had to. But also, I have bought condoms before on Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. But also, fuck Amazon. Fuck Amazon. Anyway. Gave oral sex. Gulp. Yes. Received oral sex. Yes. Ingested someone else's genital secretion. Yes. Used a sex toy with a partner? No. Spent the night with a member of preferred sex? Yes. Been walked in on while engaging in a sexual act? Almost. So no, I won't count that. Kicked a roommate out to commit a sexual act? No. Thankfully, no. Ingested alcohol in a non-religious context? Yes. Played a drinking game? Yes. Been drunk? No. This shocks everybody I know. I have yet to be drunk in my 23 years of life. I'm not interested in alcohol, really. So it's like, I don't even know what my limit really would be. Like, I don't know what it would take for me to get drunk. I've definitely had some drinks. I don't know if I've ever even been tipsy, to be honest with you. But just know that, I guess. Know that about me. Faked sobriety to parents or teachers? I never had to fake what was real, you know what I mean? Used tobacco? Yes, because I have smoked a cigarette, but not a full one, because it tastes yucky. Why the fuck y'all be smoking that shit? Ew. No, but yeah. Use marijuana? Yes. Use a drug stronger than marijuana? No. Not yet, anyway. Used methamphetamine, crack cocaine, PCP, horse tranquilizers, or heroin? No. Been sent to the office of a principal, dean, or judicial affairs representative for a disciplinary infraction? No, mama. Not around these parts. I'll tell you that right now. Been put on disciplinary probation or suspended? Urinated in public? Who hasn't? Gone skinny dipping? No. And I have a pool back home. But no, I would never go skinny dipping. Again, going back to, I hate looking or thinking about my body without clothes. So why the fuck would I want a skinny dip? Nor. Gone streaking? No. Seen a stripper? On the big screen, if it counts, like on Anora. Like, in real life, I'm sure I've seen a stripper. Did I know they were a stripper? Maybe not. I don't fucking know. Like, why would I ask? I've never been to a strip club. Like, I can assume. Is that a bad thing to assume you've seen a stripper? Like, there's no way I haven't seen a stripper in my 23 years of life by now. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Miami. Like, surely I've seen a stripper, for sure. Had the police called on you? If the police was called on me, it was because I got into a car accident and not because I was doing something, like, reckless. So I'm going to say yes. Run from the police? No. Had the police question you? In the context of a car accident? Yes. Had the police handcuff you? No. Been arrested? No. Been convicted of a crime? No. Been convicted of a felony? Mm-mm. Committed an act of vandalism? Sure, who hasn't vandalized something? I can't remember exactly what, but I've definitely, like, vandalized things. It's not hard to do. Had sexual intercourse? Mama, yeah. Had sexual intercourse 3 or more times in one night? No. I don't know if this is TMI, but I also don't care. I don't know how many men really listen to this podcast, but like, I just can't. Like, it's, I mean, maybe times have changed. It's been quite some time since I've had sexual intercourse, but last I checked, I literally almost, like, I can't physically do more than, like, once or twice, which is totally normal and completely fine, but more than 3 times, sorry, I don't have the energy for that. I'm actually dying of thirst, of hunger, of, like, please, I need sleep at that point. Just, I need to go night-night. So no. Question mark is literally just the next, 69, because the question number 69. Yes. Had sexual intercourse 10 or more times? Yes. I'm assuming they mean in general, not just at once. Or, like, consecutively. Had sexual intercourse in 4 or more positions? Maybe? Like, I couldn't tell you. I can't remember off the dome. I'm gonna say no. Just because I can't, like, in my head think of 4. 3, maybe, but 4, I'm pushing it. Had sexual intercourse with a stranger or person you met within 24 hours? No. Had sexual intercourse in a motor vehicle? Yes. Had sexual intercourse outdoors? Like, define outdoors, though. Because, like, out, like, on grass, like, in a forest? No. Outside of a house, but in a car? Yes. So, like, what is this outdoors definition? Define. Like, what? Define it. I'm going to say yes, because they didn't define it. Had sexual intercourse in public? In a way, yes. Had sexual intercourse in a swimming pool or hot tub? No, mama. Had sexual intercourse in a bed not belonging to you or your partner? Yes. Had sexual intercourse while you or your partner's parents were in the same home? I don't think so. No. Final answer on that, no. I don't believe so. Had sexual intercourse with non-participating third party in the same room? No. Join the Mile High Club? Not yet, mama. Participated in a booty call with a partner whom you were never or not in a relationship with? No. No, I have not. Traveled 100 or more miles for the primary purpose of sexual intercourse? I kind of almost want to say yes, but not because I traveled to meet this person. Just because I traveled with this person more than 100 miles. And one of the things we did was intercourse, so I'm going to consider it yes. Had sexual intercourse with a partner with a 3 or more year age difference? Had sexual intercourse with a virgin? Well, yes, because, you know, once upon a time I was a virgin. I'm a born-again virgin now because because I haven't had sex in years. So to me, I'm a born-again virgin. Like, that's a little fun little joke me and my roommates like to play with each other, like, that we are just all born-again virgins. Like, it's like it never happened. Like, we don't associate with the people that took that away from us, you know? So it's like we're born again. Like it never happened. Had sexual intercourse without a condom? Yes. Had an STI test due to a reasonable suspicion? No. Had an STI? No. I have not had an STI. Had a threesome? No. Attended an orgy? No. Thankfully. I think I would get very overstimulated and very overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. Had 2 or more distinct acts of sexual intercourse with 2 or more people within 24 hours? Mama, no. I have not. Had sexual intercourse with 5 or more partners? No. Been photographed or filmed during sexual intercourse by yourself or others? No. And if that were to ever happen, I think I would scream and like freak the fuck out. Because why? I don't want to be recorded. Like the amount of convincing that you'd have to do to me to like be like, yeah, sure, turn the fucking camera on, sure. I would never. Had period sex? No. Personally, not something I would want to do ever in my life. That one, you'd also have to convince me so much because, mama, I would just be too nervous. I'd just be too like, like, no, please. Had anal sex? No. Had a pregnancy scare? Yeah. Impregnated someone or been impregnated? No. Paid or been paid for a sexual act? No. Thankfully. Committed an act of voyeurism? No, I have not. Committed an act of incest? I have not. Nor. It's a strong no. Engaged in bestiality? No, I have not done that. And with that, we have completed the rice purity test. Now we calculate our scores. Time to calculate your score, and I'm gonna calculate mine. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, so like, I've taken the test. What's your score? This is where you would tell me your score. Okay, that's a great score. I love your score. That's an epic number. You should really send me that number. I want to know. What's that number? Oh, my number? You want to know what my score was? Oh, that's so crazy. I'm going to show it to the camera if you're watching. Can that even focus? Hold on. Oh, my score? 49 out of 100. What does that mean? I don't know, but underneath it says, take the Am I Autistic quiz. Do you think I should take it? Do you guys think I should take it? I mean, I don't know. I kind of almost want to see the rice thresher, like, do they have any sort of, does anyone have any sort of opinions on these numbers, you know? A 49 out of 100, that's, like, a pretty bad score. Like, that's, like, failing grade, even. But, like, again, the number doesn't matter. The number doesn't matter, though. The number doesn't matter, though. So that was, like, really fun, and, like, we learned a lot about each other, right? I can't believe you've been in an orgy. That's so crazy. Tell me about it. I wasn't really banking on this episode being, short, but, I mean, like, I took the freaking test, and I told you my result. Do I dare dive into anything else? No, I feel like the questions really did a lot of digging for everyone to know everything about me in a way that I don't know that I've ever like shared on the internet before. So that's crazy. I really hope that a lot of my coworkers don't listen to this episode, because a lot of them are like, oh my God, Nicole, I love listening to your podcast. Don't listen to this one. And if you've already listened up until this point, fuck. I need to like Men in Black, like erase your memory really quick. Like the last 30 minutes that you've listened to this or watched me haven't been real, and you're actually going crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room. They locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. My final thoughts. Mickey 17, great movie. If you were contemplating watching it, which I don't know why you would be contemplating it, like you gotta watch it. Go watch it right now. Go stop listening to this podcast and go watch the damn movie. It's so good. I'm gonna watch it again, and maybe even again. 3 times. Should I watch it 17? Honestly, I could if I really wanted to. That's a long time though. That is about 34 hours of Mickey 17. That's over a day's worth of watching movie, and it's just a movie. I really did like Mickey 17 though, like on a serious note. I really did. If you've never seen Parasite, please watch Parasite as well, because what the fuck were you doing during the pandemic? Not watching Parasite? Who are you? Who do you think you are? What status do you think you have for not having watched it? Please watch it. Please watch all of Bong Joon-ho's movies, because they're really good. And Robert Pattinson is really good. Robert Pattinson's entire filmography is mwah, chef's kiss. I think I've seen a lot of his movies, which is crazy. Like, I didn't realize how many of them I'd seen until I went on Letterboxd and I'd seen all of his movies that he's in, and I've seen like a majority of them actually. I didn't even mean to, but I did. And I love that for myself. Anyways, that was me trying to distract you from the Rice Purity test. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Brain Dump, and I hope it let you in on a lot of my life's choices and everything I do. Please don't think of me differently. Please. I'm a born again virgin, remember? So like all of those things that I mentioned prior don't really count. They don't really count. They're stored up in my brain, but like really far back, and like there's a lot of dust collecting on those files. So it's almost like they don't exist. All right, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. If you watched Brain Dump, this was fun. I laughed, I giggled a lot, found it funny, made some friends along the way. It was definitely something to write home about, for sure. And we'll all look back on this episode one day and just laugh, because one day I'll have completed it all. I'm just kidding. I would never want to be in an orgy. I would never want to do bestiality. I would never want to engage in incest. So right then and there, like the beginning of the website said, if you do all of these, you die. Like, yes, I would die. I would actually die. So I wouldn't want to do those 3 things. The rest, for the most part, I'm okay with. I'm down. I'm a born again virgin. I'm down. I literally can't stop like looking at the camera and just like smiling out of pure just like embarrassment, and just also like, yeah, I just admitted all of this on the internet, and for a future employer can totally watch and listen to this. So that's fun and awesome and cool. Epic. Yeah. Maybe it's just me cringing also. I don't know. Okay, I have to go. I need to like wipe this whole episode from my memory and just get off the internet for a little bit. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening and watching. And I will see you in the next episode. Have a great week and stay sexy. Bye.